whipping it, whipping it. She in the kitchen with it. Lexi is whipping it, whipping it. She in the kitchen with it. Lexi is whipping it, whipping it. She in the kitchen with it. Lexi is whipping it, whipping it. She in the kitchen with it. Cooking with Lexi. The way that she whip it.
Hey YouTube, I'm back, and the recipe I've got for you today is for the most delicious brownies that you will ever have in your life. The key, don't use cocoa powder. Use real chocolate, melt that down and put that in. The taste, so much better. The difference is insane. And if you already love brownies, you are going to die over these. 2 simple reasons why I chose to make brownies today. 1, brownies are really delicious, and 2, someone on TikTok requested it, so this one's for you. First things first, let's preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Once your oven's preheating, you're gonna start with a 9x9 baking dish. You're gonna butter it up, and then you're gonna line it with parchment paper. After you smooth out all the bubbles, you're gonna just put this aside and we're gonna get started on the batter. In a medium bowl, we're gonna combine our dry ingredients and then whisk them up. We're gonna start with 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then just whisk that up. Then we're just gonna place this to the side and start chopping some chocolate. Now we're gonna chop up 7 ounces of chocolate. Today I went with dark chocolate, as you can see, but like they're your brownies. Use whatever kind of chocolate you want. Milk, white, get crazy. I'm using my food scale to measure out 7 ounces specifically, but if you don't have a food scale, it's gonna be about 1 1/3 cups finely chopped of your chocolate. Watch your fingers, please. Now that I've found my perfect 7 ounces, I'm going to chop it up super fine so it's really easy to melt. What we're going to do next is add some water to this pot. You're going to take a metal bowl, you're going to put the chocolate, our oil, and our butter in here. We're going to heat it up, mix, mix, mix until it's nice and glossy and all melted. Add your 7 tablespoons of butter, unsalted, 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm gonna take my whisk, use it to mix this up. The reason for cooking the chocolate in this double boiler type setup is because it's a much less harsh way of cooking the chocolate. If you put the chocolate directly in a pan or right in the pot, it just heats right from the bottom and it can burn really easily. But by doing the double boiler, the steam from the bottom pot that is simmering lifts up and heats the bowl, so it's a much more delicate way to do it. And although it does cook a little slower, you're gonna wanna keep an eye on your chocolate mixture to make sure nothing burns, because you don't want burnt chocolate. Now, as this process goes on, I like to switch from a whisk to a spatula so that I know that I'm scooping everything off the sides and nothing is burning. Alrighty, now that my chocolate is beautifully melted, I'm going to add both of my sugars and then whisk until it's just combined. 1 cup of brown sugar, hard packed. 1 cup of white sugar. It's gonna look a little chunky and gritty, but that's fine. We're gonna add 3 eggs. Also, I just learned how to crack an egg with 1 hand. Please be proud of me. Then we're going to whisk in the eggs. Now at this point, you don't want your mixture to be too hot, because if the mixture is too hot, you might get scrambled eggs. It's beautiful. We are now going to mix in our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients. Now can you see just how fudgy and delicious these are going to be? Now, although these brownies are so delicious as is, they're brownies. You can totally get creative with them. It is I don't want to say blank canvas because brownies are really good, but like, there's so much room for creativity with brownies. You can add marshmallow and graham cracker like I'm doing. You can add peanut butter, you can add pretzels, potato chips, even red pepper chili flakes if you want. Get crazy, they're your brownies. Again, be creative. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold some marshmallows into my brownie batter. Whatever you do, just don't make the mistake that I made a couple years ago and cover your brownies in marshmallow fluff, because it is a nightmare to cut. They get so sticky and hard. Just like, don't do that. That's the one thing I'm gonna say not to do. Now I think it's good to make some dust out of the crackers and then leave some pieces pretty big so you do get that full crunch and flavor out of it when you take a bite. As you're mixing, you might decide that you want more marshmallows, you might want more graham cracker crumbs. Just keep adding until you're happy. Finally, we're gonna add our brownie mix to our prepared baking sheet. Now your brownies are ready for the oven. You're just gonna pop them in at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. You're gonna know the brownie's done when you're able to stick a toothpick in and it comes out clean. These are all done and I'm gonna let them cool for about 20 minutes before I remove it from the pan and cut them up. I wish I could even begin to explain how delicious this smells, but I can't, so you're just gonna have to make them for yourself. Now that the brownies have cooled for about 20 minutes, they're ready to take out of the pan and slice up. These brownies are so gooey and fudgy. I could not be happier. I have no words. These brownies are so nice and chewy, so fudgy, so nice and moist. The marshmallow and graham cracker adds such a nice little texture to it. Insane. You have to make them. I'll put the full recipe and instructions in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to make in the future. I have a lot of suggestions coming in from TikTok, so those will be slowly trickling in as I make videos. Again, thanks for watching. Okay, that's enough for today. That was my daily workout. Bye.